Yes, hello, my dear students. Welcome to Teacher May's Business English class. And today, we're going to learn about Unit 5, demonstration and presentation. Okay, follow me here. Page 76 of your book. All right. So, listen to someone from a sports shoe manufacturing company talk about how they are made. Then put the steps in the correct order by writing the numbers 1, 2, 3 in the box provided. Nike, the American sport shoe supplier, has reached the top by keeping quality high and costs low. The main ingredient is Asian manufacturing know-how. This is how Nike works. At the company's main office in Beaverton, Oregon, the designers develop shoes for the next season. There are 1,000 models of shoes in Nike's product range, and over 100 types are introduced each season. So imagine 1,000 models of shoes. The designs are then sent by satellite to contractors' computers in Taiwan. Here, the blueprints are developed into prototype shoes that can be made a production line. The plans are then faxed to manufacturing companies in South Korea, and engineers in both countries work out on how to manufacture shoes dream up in America. The shoes are produced at the contractors' factories around the region. Almost half of Nike's shoes are manufactured by 6 companies, 3 from South Korea and 3 from Taiwan. These companies have established factories in their own countries and in other Asian countries. Okay, so listen to the passages again. So I have an example here, this exercise about listening, and you have another page so you can do it by yourself. So this one is, I have answered. So Nike is an American sports shoe supplier. Check. Okay. And then Nike is the most well-known sports shoes with high quality and low cost. Check, right? Next is the designers develop shoes for the next season. The designers develop the blueprints into prototype shoes. The plans are faxed to manufacturing companies in South Korea. The companies have established factories for their own countries. So check. Let's move on to the next page. Okay, now it's time to learn vocabulary. Are you ready? My students, are you ready? All right, so repeat after me. Study the following vocabulary and expressions. So you have here, rose sharply, rose sharply, rose slightly, rose slightly, remain constant, remain constant, fell sharply, fell sharply, cosmetic sales, cosmetic sales, disappoint, disappoint, figure, figure, improvement, improvement, household appliances, household appliances, stationery, stationery, car dealer, car dealer, brand, brand, impressive, impressive, shoe supplier, shoe supplier. And then you can translate in Pasatay. You have here, there the translator, okay? Translation, I mean. Okay, next. So the next is, okay, say the word, establish, establish. Next vocabulary, manufacture, manufacture. Next, inflation, inflation. Production, production. design, design, blueprint, blueprint, prototype, prototype, supplier, supplier, quality or quality, low cost, low cost, establish, establish, take turns, take turns, cosmetics, cosmetics, franchise, franchise. Okay, so that would be all for your vocabulary. So you have here, you have to match the vocabulary or expressions with the meaning on the right hand side. So disappoint. So what does it mean? Frustrate. Bad, you have mark. Inflation, erect. Supplier, manufacturer. Cosmetics, things used by ladies to make their faces beautiful. Okay, so next you have their take turns, speaking at a time. Establish, expansion, impressive. So you have their feelings of fondness. Improvement, make in a better condition. Car dealer, supplier who sell cars. Okay, so the same meaning, similar. Okay, for grammar focus, page 80, passive voice of the present simple tense. So what does it mean? So you have their translation. And verb to be, what is verb to be? You have there, okay, is, am, are, plus you have verb 3, right? You have the passive voice of the present simple tense. Okay, next word there. Let's move on to the next. Okay, grammar focus. You have rice is grown in rainy season. So rice is grown by Thai people. Rice is grown in China, India, Thailand, Vietnam, etc. These chairs are made of wood. So you remember? So this one, so it means to say many. So you have to use these, okay? If there's a letter S there in the word, okay, the chairs are made of wood. So it means to say there are many chairs. So you have to use this. So don't use THIS, but you use these, okay? This one is this, THIS, because it's only one car. Only one, okay? This one, two or more. Two or more. Okay, O-R-E, all right? So next, Harry Potter is written by J.K. Rowling. So you have to use is for singular, for only one person, okay? And check the translation for yourself. Okay, language used in presenting the figures and graphs. Okay, you have graphs here. Okay, you have rose sharply. What does it mean? Okay, so this is very important because when you will be in your workplace, so someday you will be working in a company. So it's this vocabularies, okay, these vocabularies are so helpful, okay? So next, increased gradually. Gradually, okay? Gradually. Next is you have reached a peak, okay? Reach a peak, all right? So what does it mean? You have their translation. Next is a fluctuated, fell gradually, leveled off, declined sharply, okay? Next is, so you have to use the words below to describe this one. To describe these line charts. So the choices you have here, rose sharply, you have reach a peak, leveled off, okay, increased gradually, fluctuated, declined sharply, remained constantly, fell gradually. Okay, so let's take a look here. Okay, let me see, page 82, remain constant. Okay, so letter A, okay, you have the answer, remain constant. Wage, so what happened to the wages of the employees? It fell gradually. Okay, you can see the line, okay, falling gradually like this. So it looks like that. Inventory, okay, declined sharply. Decline, it means to say going down slightly. Okay, next you have costs. Okay, that one. The costs rose sharply, and you have reached a peak. Okay, reach a peak. Okay, reach a peak. Okay, okay, it's like peak season. Next, production, it's just level off. Supply fluctuated. So you see this fluctuation, okay, in business terms. Increased gradually. So this one increased gradually. All right. So very good. I guess that you have understood this lesson in here. Okay. Next, how to describe graphs. Okay, what happened to cosmetic sales in January? So let's take a look. January here, this is January. What happened to the sales? So you can see, whoop. Okay, so your answer should be they fell slightly. Okay, so what happened to cosmetic sales in February? So here you have February. So what happened? Whoops, okay. They remain constant. Okay, so please remember this because I'm going to give you a test. So you have to answer correctly. Okay, what happened to cosmetic sales in March? What is the answer? March. So you have to find a March, month of March. Okay, so there you go. They rise slightly. Next, what happened to cosmetic sales in April? What happened in April? Let's see what happened to the sales. So how would you know? April. Whoops, okay. Okay. Right, that one, April, in March, in February, in January. So, whoops, okay. In April, sorry, they rose sharply, correct? Yes, whoop, okay, sharply. Any questions, students? I hope it's clear to all of you out there. All right, so for your reading section, you have to read the following presentation on the sales figures by Pamela Wong. Okay, so please practice reading aloud so that you would be able to master your English pronunciation and speaking skill. Okay, you're going to improve your speaking skill. Okay, all right. So this one is study the sales of Sainsbury Mart in London. You match the following phrases with the graphs AD. So you have number 1, rose slightly. 2, rose sharply. 3, fell sharply. 4, remained constant. So you have to choose the correct answer. So which one? Rose slightly. Where is it? This one. Correct. Okay. Rose slightly. Correct? Yes or no? No. That one is rose sharply. This one is the correct one. Okay, so rose sharply is letter D. This one is letter D. Fell sharply. Which one? This one. Remain constant, of course. Stable. So very easy, right? So I guess most of you could get a high score during our post tests or your final test. Okay? Next, you have here the information about visitors to the Grand Palace in Bangkok last weekends. Okay. So check most visitors from other countries, page 92 of your book. Okay, so that would be all. So I hope, okay, it's all clear to you. And thank you for your participation and for your attention. Okay, so see you again. Bye, students. Once again, this is your foreign teacher in business English, Teacher May. God bless you.